Welcome back to Channel Claire, you guys. I hope that you're having a great day. So yeah, this is what's on my mind today, I guess. Yeah, it was a good day. It was a regular day. It is what it is. You work your 9 to 5, you drive to work, you work, you drive home, and then you're home. It's one of those days. But I am looking forward to cooking some salmon later and some rice, having a nice meal. And if you could just only see what is underneath this phone, it's really too much, so bear with me. But what's on my mind really is that I'm like looking at all this stuff about Brad and Angelina, and I kind of touched on it in my last video, but it's crazy because like I feel like we're seeing like life all happening all over again in front of our eyes. And maybe, just maybe, we have a chance to do things differently. You know what I mean? Like, we know what happened with Johnny and Amber and how Johnny was absolutely slaughtered in the media. Absolutely slaughtered. And his everything taken away from him. Absolutely everything. I don't know about Brad yet, if anything has been taken away from him since everything has come out. But, you know, this happened in 2016, this incident, and now it's 2022 and it's coming out. So people are like questioning that, like, why now? What's the significance? People are saying that Angelina is like being spiteful and has been coming at him with some like business dealings with their vineyard and share something that they have, and she didn't sell it to Brad when he offered to, you know, buy it. He sold it to a competitor or something like that. And so like they're saying she's spiteful and vengeful and like all these things. And they're also saying that CPS and the FBI, like, they cleared them. So like, what's the issue? Obviously he's innocent, but people are like, you know, she has her pictures. This is a woman telling her story. There were other people there, children, you know, like that. So it's so convoluted. I feel like we're in a situation that is very similar to that of Johnny and Amber, which is crazy. You have two of the biggest stars, like Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. Like, how much higher do you go? For quite honestly. And then you had Johnny and the No Name. But he by default is just, you know, he's up there by himself. That was unneeded, unnecessary. But it's just like we have a chance to do things over again and try to go about this in a different way. Yet already I'm seeing the hashtag of Brad Pitt is an abuser. And I know that not too long ago, Johnny Depp is an abuser was trending, and probably still is somewhere down there. And it's just like, it's happening all over again. So like, why don't we learn from what we just experienced and try to do things in a different manner instead of hashtag Brad Pitt is an abuser off the bat? Like, I'm not trying to say that I think what happened is correct by any means. I don't condone that fucking foolishness. It's absolutely vile. Why are you, if he's shaking somebody's head, like what? Like, it's so, but we don't know all the details. We don't know the full story. We have not been to like the court of law for this. Same thing with Johnny and Amber. Immediately, Johnny was an awful human fucking being. And then all this stuff started trickling out. Audios, pictures, this, that, and another, trickling out. Then you get the full story, and then you go to court, and then it's like, boom, well, damn. Y'all did all that for what? For what? And I feel so bad to be in a situation like this where I'm even questioning what's coming out of somebody's mouth. I honestly don't think that Angelina would make something up like this. I just don't see that yet. It's hard for me to see Brad being like that too, but I could see it a little bit because, you know, they were saying he was, I don't know. And then that's a contradiction because people are like, oh, he was drinking, so like he was an abuser. Same thing they were trying to say about Johnny. So it's just like, it's so fucking convoluted. It's fucked up. And I think we really need to learn from our past and the history and something that is like in the near past. Like, come on. So let's see what I get. Okay, so just some of the comments I see so far. First, I see a TMZ article, and the headline is actually showing Angelina in a horrible light, making it seem like she's this vengeful woman. It says Angelina is on a smear campaign against Brad Pitt, hashing and rehashing the same allegations she made for years, allegations that have fallen flat with authorities. This according to close source. So people are saying, so like this is the narrative that, okay, this is what I'm getting. They are saying that Angelina is some spiteful, vengeful woman that has been putting out this story. Like, I feel like I heard like a blip about it a while ago, but then it kind of, I didn't really hear much about it. And then now I see a lot of stuff going on. So like the narrative is that Angelina is this vengeful woman, and she is putting out this story, putting out these details because she wants to make Brad look bad and destroy him because she's that vengeful. And she's going to use that and twist the media, and it's all insane. Like, we're all going, I'm not even going to say that. I'm not going to put that on you. I was going to say we're all going to hell in a wastebasket. But it's just like, what is going on here? But I mean, it's good distraction. I'll tell you that. Like, other people's drama, like, oh my God, distraction of the universe. But I just find it very interesting. Let's see what else. So even Andy posted on the 4th, so that was yesterday. He put up a video that says, "This is getting ugly. Angelina Jolie continues smear campaign to destroy ex-Brad Pitt over 2016 plane incident. How good is this for their kids?" Lawyer Christopher Melcher reacts. So even Andy is like kind of going and I guess thinking that it's around this route of Angelina is just like putting all of this shit out. I guess I need to look into it more. Is that what's going on, y'all? I mean, I think I saw some comments the other day saying that they felt that type of way, but I don't know. Is it another situation with a woman wanting to take down a man and make up stories and this, that, and another and blah, blah, blah? Like, are we really doing this again? It's just fucking wild. I just think that it's wild. So I just wanted to talk about it for a second. Oh, someone said they crucified Will Smith for slapping a grown-ass man, but made 1,000,001 excuses for Brad Pitt abusing a woman and children. The white privilege is truly there. Because apparently I did see a tweet that he did a whole rack of movies after like it came out in 2016 about this, well, the incident and whatnot. And I mean, I see it all the time. I see it all the time. Funny how people are defending Brad Pitt when even his own children will. Well, that's a situation. Do we think Angie is feeding things to the kids and making them say stuff? I mean, they're grown. I don't think that would be the situation. Obviously, something went down on that plane. Something happened. Clearly. Let me see. Oh, there goes Cats in a Barge. Jumping right on it. Jumping right on it. Damn. So maybe Johnny should hit Brad Pitt up and be like, look, I've been here. I wonder if they have had that conversation. Could you imagine Brad Pitt and Johnny Depp in the same room together? Too much. Too fucking much. Oh my God. Oh wow. But Brad, I feel like he hasn't aged as well as I would want him to. Maybe it's all this fucking stress. They got a whole rack of kids. Clearly him and Angelina were like hot fire, and then spun and fizzled out. Like, so he looks, you know, like Johnny looked when he was going through all his stuff, and now Johnny looks absolutely amazing. But we all know Brad Pitt. Let me stop. But yeah, that was what was really on my mind. Because I'm just like, I'm seeing this, it's happening all over again. It's happening all over again. Oh, Meghan got a new podcast out. She had a new podcast out. Oh, Lord. That didn't take long. That didn't take long at all. How do we feel about that? I mean, life goes on. Life goes on, and I think it's appropriate because I also saw that a lot of the working royals were out today. We saw Kate in her yellow dress. I think William was out at some football game or something like that. So, like, they were all out doing stuff today, working. So Meghan said, I'm going to do my form of working, drop my podcast. They got right back into it, and they, I have seen, have been applauded and everything, and everyone's lording all over it. So what is wrong with Meghan dropping her podcast? That's work. They say Spotify paid her 18 mil. Work is work. I mean, the show must go on. So, I mean, and apparently she talked to, who did she talk to? I don't want to misspeak because I thought I saw it in passing. I'm like training people at work, you guys. It's like, it's complete madness. Meghan in her podcast calls out toxic stereotyping of women of Asian descent. As a case in point, she introduces sociologist Nancy Wang Yung, who wrote about the Dragon Lady stereotype in her book. So she had an author on. Alright. What's the issue? Bear with me while I find out the issue. All the situations. Her mom looks good. Like, her mom's really in shape. I would show y'all, but my iPad's like charging up and I'm on my computer. But she's in shape. What is the issue? Why are people tripping? Or are they just always tripping? Let me go to latest. Maybe that's why. Hold on. It's like terrible. Like, hold on while I find the issue. I'll be right back. I'll tell you the issue in a second. Okay, so I found the issue. I knew I saw someone tripping. I knew I did. I knew I saw someone tripping. So do not tell me that hashtag Meghan Markle is a R word. Says she understands the Asian experience because she went to a Korean spa and ate noodles afterwards. So apparently she told a story about going to an Asian spa with like her mom, and they like, she was naked and they were walking around, and like there was younger women and older women, and it was like this experience that was like really like, ooh, and people are feeling like, I guess it's racist? And because they had noodles afterwards. So that is the issue. So someone said, is this part of her new podcast? Someone said yes. That cannot be what her podcast was about. Like, I don't have Spotify, so I'm not listening, but that could not be it. That's how narcissists are. So it's all negativity. It's all negativity. Well, all the other working royals are praised for getting back out there after the queen has passed, you know, and just rallying up and doing what they need to do, doing their duties, getting praised. She's getting said that she is a racist due to her podcast, which I cannot say that I confirm or deny because I did not listen to said podcast. And I'm like, yes, the story seems like, okay, why are you having to bring this specific story up when you're talking to this woman who is of Asian descent or something? Like, why? Like, yes, that's weird. Yes, it is. But I'm just like, oh my God. She's never going to catch a break. She's never, like, she's done it for herself. She's never going to catch a break, and it's sad. It's sad, and I don't understand. Like, she has a lot of balls and a lot of courage, and she must have a huge support system there with Harry, who is willing to just, you know, make sure she's good which is not a bad thing. They are married. That's her husband. So I don't know, y'all. It's just all crazy. It's all crazy. I'm gonna go make my dinner. I'm fucking starving. I'm like so starving. And it's crazy because it's what now? It's like 7:30. Let me not. I was about to go on a tangent, but let me not. Let me just fucking cut it. I'm cutting it here. But I will see you guys in another video. Let me know what you think about this Brad and Angelina shit. Like, I'm so perplexed. I'm so perplexed. Is Angie vengeful like that? I know she was like, back in the day, she was kind of like on that weird shit, and then she kind of like started having kids and like doing all this humanitarian work and like getting her shit together. And like, I know she has that side, but I'm just like, damn, this is wild. So I want to know what you guys think about this. And no answer is wrong. I mean, like, we do not know what went down. We were not there. We weren't flies on the wall. Like, we have no fucking clue. This is not going to a court of law yet. So we need to hear more, I feel like. That's all. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your, what is today, Wednesday, hump day. And I will see you a little bit later on. Bye.